Eno, yes, Salam TV.
First of all, thank you very much for having me here. We are here today to attend the economic segment of the Saudi Africa Forum. The economic segment addresses relations between Saudi Arabia and the continent of Africa. Agreed that we have had a lot of relations between the two parties, that is the Saudi Kingdom and the African continent, historical. But this forum is meant to give life to the political relations that have existed for so long. The economic relations are geared towards improving the economic welfare, especially on the continent. And we are meeting under the theme of promising partnership. And the areas that have been chosen for concentration by the forum and where the Saudis feel that they can play a very positive part is in the energy sector, minerals, oil and gas, tourism, human capital development, and actually a whole lot of others, including agriculture, where Africa has got a very, very big potential. Where Africa can be the breadbasket of the world, but we are not harnessing our potential. So the Saudis have started with, they have created institutions that will be financing agricultural development in Africa, and where it's for mutual benefit because they expect that some of it, the production generated by those investments, will be exported not only to Saudi Arabia but to the region. So there is a promising relationship on all the sectors. Oil, and of course they would be interested, especially in the downstream aspects and giving us their expertise. You know, we are new into the game. They've been there longer than us. So we expect that if we can craft a relationship between Uganda and the Saudi giants. You know, you have a company like Aramco, which is valued in about $7 trillion. You have Sabic, which is, and they have got a lot of experience, over 80 years of in the industry. And since we are just beginners, we expect that we can harness their expertise. But it will take the Ugandan party to take a keen interest, a focused interest into that kind of cooperation. Well, it's part the private sector was invited, but unfortunately they didn't make it. We invited many government officials, but most of them didn't make it. But we have a good crowd that is coming over, and I think the perception that Saudi Arabia can only offer is a place for pilgrimage is good, but it's not that all. Saudi Arabia is $1 trillion economy with immense resources, and resources they are willing to share with us for us to realize our potential. It is us to come to them, show them what we need, and they are willing, they're very positive. And I think it is on our part now to have a more focused and a more deliberate approach so that we can benefit from the bilateral relations with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. During this week, we are going to sign a bilateral air services agreement between Uganda and Saudi Arabia, which will enable Uganda Airlines to start flying from Entebbe to any town They have agreed to give us any slot in any city we want and any frequency we want. So it is up to us now to get the. No, yes. We expect that when all is done, before the end of the summit, we will have signed the bilateral air services agreement. But even without that, we have been allowed to operate until signature. That is why in the last Hajj, we were able to use Uganda Airlines to bring Uganda pilgrims here. The economic relations between Saudi Arabia and in dollar terms, they are not very huge. But the goodwill exists. And we can be able to up that, given that we are now starting direct flights. Because what is our strength? I think we need to look at our strength. And our strength is in the perishable agricultural products. And in those agricultural products, we need quick transport, air transport. So I think the starting of flights from Entebbe to either Jeddah or Riyadh or Medina will be a very good enabling factor in enhancing the economic relations. Other than that, Saudi Arabia has been financing some projects in Uganda. Last month, we signed an agreement between the Saudi Fund for Development and the Uganda government to construct a 200-bed heart hospital at Naguru. So I think we are moving very well, and they've financed the rehabilitation of Kayunga District Hospital and the Yumbe Hospital. And we believe there are so many other projects in the making. Yes. They have done a lot in education. They have helped Mbale, Islamic University in Mbale, to start the faculty of engineering. They have subsidized, the construction of the main library and several other projects. Yes.
Eno ye Salam TV.